Now let us move to the 36th Shloka of Soundarya Lahari. As I was saying, it is slowly getting more and more into the physical description of the goddess, and we have seen descriptions of Mahim, Mooladhare, Kamapi, Manipure, Hutavaham, all of this. So we have seen the 7 chakras and all the other descriptions. But from here on, because in the previous shloka he had already described that you are the one who has manifest yourself as these aspects of creation, the Panchabhutas and the mind. From here on, the descriptions of each of them start. So starting from Manastvam, the mind being you, Ajna Chakra description. From here on, then slowly towards Vishuddhi and Anahata and Manipuraka. So these descriptions continue. So the imagery here is of course very, very obvious. It is how he is describing the goddess at her Ajna Chakra, her presence at Ajna. The prayoga that corresponds to this shloka, the tantric aspects, are the siddhi, the benefit, the result that one gets out of the prayoga of the shloka is dirgha roga. Dirgha roga is a chronic ailment, something that is one is being afflicted with for a long time. Dirgha roga nivaranam, all kinds of chronic ailments can be pacified with this prayoga. The sadhana is prescribed for a period of 45 days facing east and 1000 chant. This has been the common prescription for the last few shlokas. And naivedya is madhu, which is honey, and masha pupa, which is a vada. There are Sanskrit terms for these also. Once again, for you to eat and consume, not that the deity will eat, but you will be nourished with this. It is udad dal. It is the one that is, minappapu, as they call it in Telugu. You can look it up. The Sanskrit word for it is masha, and pupa is a round vada kind of a form. And these are prescribed as naivedya, so that this you empower yourself and nourish yourself with these aspects. This is the yantra and the bija mantra once again being presented, so that you are aware that all of these shlokas, on top of their lyrical meaning and their poetic imagery, have a deep, very deep tantric significance, and they're very potent in their usage. I'll chant the shloka now, then we'll do it word by word. You can repeat the words after me individually. We'll break down the words, understand the meanings, and then we'll do a chant together. This is how the shloka is chanted. Tavagnya chakrastham tapana shashi koti dyutidharam param shambhum vande parimilita parshvam parachita yamaradhyan bhaktya ravi shashi shuchi nama vishaye niraloke loke nivasati bhaloka bhuvane. So the words, individual words are pronounced like this. Tava Ajna Chakrastham. Tava Ajna Chakrastham. The sound Jna, how to pronounce it, I have made a separate video in itself. It is Ja plus Nya becomes Jna. It is not a Jnya. It is Jna, like Jnanam, Vijnanam, Jnapti and so on. So Tava Ajna Chakrastham. Tapana. Sorry, I was just distracted by Medu Vada in the comments. Yes, it is Medu Vada done properly with the Minapappu, not the normal, random things you get outside. Yes, it is. And Hindi people, please, for the love of food, it is not Mendu, it is Medu. It's not the Hivada. No, thank you. Anyway, let's come back to this shloka. Tapana Shashi Koti Dyuti Dharam. The individual words are Tapana Shashi Koti Dyuti Dharam. Tapana Shashi Koti Dyuti Dharam Param Shambhum Vande Parimilita Parshvam. So Parshvam is one word. Parimilita, it's not a necessity that you have to say La. Parimilita also means the same in Sanskrit. Parimilita Parshvam. Parachita. Yamaradhyan. Yam plus Aradhyan becomes Yamaradhyan. So it's exactly why it is important to know where to break the words. It is not Yama and Radhyan. It is Yam Aradhyan. Bhaktya Ravi Shashi Shuchi Nama Vishaye. Ravi Shashi Shuchi Nam Avishaye Niraloke Aloke. When this combines together, it becomes Niraloke Loke. A lot of you have asked this question, what is this S symbol in Sanskrit that you keep seeing? It is called an avagraha. That is, I explained it there, that when two A's, one at the end of the previous word, the next at the beginning of the next word, they come together. Niraloke plus aloke becomes Niraloke Loke. It's an abridgment. Pronunciation wise, there is no much difference. Just needs to be mindful of where to split the word, and it's not Niraloke plus Loke, it's Niraloke Aloke. Nivasati hi Bhaloka Bhuvane. It is Bhaloka Bhuvane, not Bhuloka Bhuvane. If you have any shlokas that say Bhuloka, please, or Bhuloka Bhuvane or Bhuloka Bhavane, that is all typo or wrong usage. Bhaloka Bhuvane. So let's come to understanding the individual words of this shloka. Once again, we'll make use of this beautiful, very innovative, very nice. I'm glad I came up with something like this. This made my life much easier. Layer-wise arrangement of words, where we stack the key idea at the leftmost and the topmost. Any other word of the shloka that describes it further, adds more details to it, is stacked one layer below and to the right of the main idea. Any idea that is below it is adding more meaning to the word that is above it and to the left of it. So as you see, there are only two key ideas that are being conveyed in this shloka. Parachita Vande. Vande is I worship, I pray to. With Parachita is, Chit is my mind, consciousness, there is no exact English equivalent. And with utmost, with immersed, utmost focus and involvement, Parachita, I worship. Whom do I worship? Param Shambhum, the highest Lord Shiva, the creator of auspiciousness, Shambhu. Parachita Vande Param Shambhum. How is that Shambhu? Tava Ajna Chakrastham. Tava is your, Stha is situated. Where situated? Ajna Chakrastham. The Lord Shiva who is situated at your Ajna Chakra. I, with my utmost focus, worship him. How else is that Param Shambhum? Tapana Shashi Koti Dyuti Dharam. Dhara is the one who has, one who holds. What does he hold? Dyuti. Dyuti means brightness, light. Of what? Koti. Koti is also a million. Koti is also a series, a row. Millions and millions is also a koti. Of what? Tapana, which is the sun, and Shashi, the moon. The one who has that light, that brightness of millions of suns and moons, who is extremely bright, radiant, effulgent, that kind of Param Shambhum, who is situated at Tava Ajna Chakra, him, with my utmost focus and involvement, Parachita, I worship Vande. How else is he? Parimilita Parshvam. He is not alone at Ajna. He has two different aspects which are intertwined with each other. Parshva is the other half. Parimilita is intertwined, in embrace with his other half, the feminine counterpart. So we'll see in the imagery how Ajna Chakra has two different petals, and there is Shiva and Shakti form both present there, and how they are described and how they are intertwined with each other. In the image it is shown, but that is how it is. He is describing the energy at the goddess's Ajna Chakra, and he's saying, I bow down to that energy of your Ajna. And what happens when one worships that Ajna Chakra like that? Yam Aradhyan Bhaktya Nivasatihi. Nivasati is one resides. Vasaha, Vasana is to live and to reside. Yam Aradhyan, by worshipping which? Bhaktya, with devotion. by worshipping whom with devotion, one resides. Where does one reside? Bhaloka bhuvane. Bhuvana is a world or a realm or a plane of existence. What kind of a plane of existence? Bhaloka. Bha, Prabha, Abha, Bhaskara, Bhanu. It's radiance and brilliance and light, brightness. And that brightness here is of the Ajna Chakra, which brings that brightness that brings clarity of perception. In that Bhaloka Bhuvana, in that realm of brilliant clarity of perception, one resides by worshipping the form of Shiva at your Ajna Chakra. And how else is that abode? Niraloke. Loka and Loka itself comes from Lochana, which means the eyes. Niraloke is that which cannot be perceived by what? By the physical eyes. Niraloke, which cannot be just looked at. So what can be looked at is the physical realm of creation and everything that light can stop, we can look at. But that which is inward, that which is the brilliant clarity of perception that opens up all aspects of creation beyond the physical, that is a realm of existence which cannot be seen by the physical eyes. Niraloke. Aloke, which is beyond sight. Ravi, Shashi, Shuchinam, Avishaye. Vishaya is the subject. You all know Vishaya as subject, right? But subject as something which is being acted upon, which has that impact, which is being impacted by, is a subject. The English term is there is subject, object, verb, not that one, but it is Vishaya is that which is impacted by, that is why there is Indriya and Indriya Vishaya. Indriya is the instrument, Vishaya, Indriya Vishaya is the object on which the instrument is acting upon. So this is a Vishaya. This is beyond the impact, beyond the physical impact of whom? Of Ravi, the sun, Shashi, the moon, or Shuchi, the word is for fire. The one who purifies is Shuchi, the fire. So this brilliance of clarity and perception, this realm is not lit up, it's not illuminated. It is of course highly brilliant, highly, of great clarity, of brightness, but not the same brightness as that of the physical brightness causing agents who are sun, moon and fire. This is where light in essence is emanating from. So, which is beyond the impact of sun, moon and fire, that kind of a realm of brilliant light, of perception, there one resides, nivasati. By doing what? Bhaktya aradhyan, by worshipping with devotion. Whom? Param Shambhum. Where that Param Shambhu? At Tava Ajna Chakrastham. How else? Tapana Shashikoti Dyutidaram, Parimilata Parshvam, that kind of a Lord Shiva. So this is how Adi Shankaracharya is describing the worship of the third eye chakra, if you have to use the English word, the Ajna Chakra of the goddess, and the benefits of worshipping that. With these, let me just run through the individual words once again. Parachita vande param shambhum tava Ajna Chakrastham tapana shashikoti dyutidharam parimilita parshvam bhaktya yam aradhyan nivasatihi bhaloka bhuvane niraloke aloke ravi shashi shuchinam avishaye. Clear? Let us now chant the shloka while remembering the individual words. And of course, before we chant this, Ajna Chakra has those two petals. There are of course bija mantras that correspond to every single chakra, and for Ajna it is the sound Om. In some traditions there are different traditions there, but in terms of sound, but all of them see that it has two aspects. Ajna Chakra is branched out into two halves, and the form of Shiva there is of utmost brightness, which is beyond the physical light that we know from the sources sun, moon and fire. And this is a representative image of her Ajna Chakra, and from the shlokas from here on go further and further down, describing Vishuddhi, Anahata, Manipuraka and so on. The shloka goes as follows. You can chant this now along with me. Tavajna chakrastham tapana shashikoti dyutidharam परं शम्भुं वन्दे परिमीलितपार्श्वं परचिता यमाराध्यन् भक्त्या रविशशिशुचीनामविषये निरालोके लोके निवसति हि भालोकभुवने।